you end up playing on this line with McDavid, and just the what you need to do to make sure that works, and the type of game you play when you're playing with him.
Yeah, I think who knows? We're just practicing today, so. But you just always try and play your best, and there's a lot of fun guys to play with in this locker room. The obvious is that we got a couple of the best players in the world in Leon and Connor, so they're special guys to be around on the ice, certainly.
You've played with a lot of highly skilled guys over time. McDavid's different just because of his speed and everything he does it at such a high speed. Is it more of a thinking man's game than necessarily speed? Because no one's going to keep up to him in just pure speed.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's tough to put a direct analysis on that and give you anything specific. I mean, you see certain tendencies in everybody's game. He has some glaring ones that are such strengths, and I think you can identify some patterns and find ways to make that effective. And so, let's hope that's the case.
You guys were outside of that Buffalo game. You put some good hockey together before the break. It's obvious, but I mean, you've had a lot of breaks here, and the importance of coming out strong out of these breaks. I can't imagine it's easy though.
Yeah, I'd like to see our group just enthused about playing hockey here. I mean, we've had a quiet month with regards to volume, and I know we have a lot kind of coming up, and I think you kind of can get excited about that, about just playing games, and just the kind of the flow that creates in your life and in your game, where you're just playing, you're finding ways to win games, and you're waking up the next day and doing it all over again. And that as a pro athlete, as a hockey player, that's kind of what you feel in playoffs. Everything else just kind of dissipates in your life, and you kind of got games every other night, and hopefully we can just get really excited about playing a lot of hockey here moving forward.
Everybody talks about you guys being the long shot, but Colorado, I guess, is living proof that, yeah, you can run off a bunch in a row.
Yeah, I don't think it does much for us to. I mean, you have to have hope. Hope is key, certainly, but I don't think it does much for us to focus on the big picture as much as just to stay pretty present in what we're doing. We're playing that Colorado team tomorrow, so go win a game.
But are you a vocal guy at all? You're one of the few guys in here who has a lot of experience, especially amongst as an offensive player. And guys like McDavid and Draisaitl. You talk about just having the enthusiasm around the game. Are you someone that you look back in your career that maybe you had a veteran just say, not some big speech or anything, but just a few subtle words? Is that something that you've done in your career? Do you look to do that with this group?
Well, yeah, I've been fortunate to play with many guys that led in different ways, and I think that's really the answer. I think that, in my opinion, as a leader, you have to be true and genuine to who you are. If you're a vocal guy, you be vocal, and if you're not, you don't necessarily have to be. I mean, everybody does it in different ways. I just think it's important to be sincere and genuine with who you are. And my personality, I'm a vocal person in general, and my wife probably tells me I talk too much. But I think the kids like it. but so I would think that translates to the locker room also, and I think that's important that you just are who you are.
And Tom's talked in the past about this group. Just naturally, there are a lot of quiet guys. So and because you're naturally vocal, do you try to be more vocal?
No, again, I try not to be. I try to be genuine in what I feel and don't feel, and very transparent in your emotions of who you are with your teammates, because I think that's how you build one another's trust. So I think for me, a natural thing, as I've said, is to be vocal. So if you ask these guys, they probably tell you they're sick of hearing me.